Shalom, Rabbi Kurt Landry here. I just want to do a quick invite to this Friday night, our Shabbat service. This was normally our prayer and prophetic ministry time, and it's not live streamed. And that's why I bring prophetic messages to you online. But you're going to be able to experience what it's like to be in House of David, and Christy and I will be there for prophetic prayer evening. I'm going to do a teaching, just a short teaching, about 30 minutes on, oh God, I need to hear your voice now. And so I'm going to talk about what you can expect with the prophetic. What are the boundaries of the prophetic as a modern day New Testament prophetic gifting, and releasing that blessing to be able to hear. If there was ever a time when you needed to hear from the Lord, I would say it's right now. And so that's one of the reasons I really felt led. I talked to Pastor Tim about it. Normally he would be being pastoring that night. One of the reasons we do prophetic prayer and nights is I really feel like people need to get comfortable with operating in the prophetic. I'll just share one testimony that Christy and I have, and I forgot all about it. Megan was interviewing us for her podcast, and she was interviewing others, but she had Christy and I on there talking about what it's like to pioneer a ministry and having a pioneering spirit. So anyway, we did this interview. And so as we were doing it, Christy and I were talking about, let's talk about some of the basic things that happened. Well, one of the things that before Christy was saved, she had a cousin who was constantly telling her, you need Jesus, you need Jesus. And she was hearing her and stuff. Neither one of us were saved. And but what she did is we had purchased a house for Christy's grandmother. And we were moving her from one place into this house, and her cousin had left on a yellow sheet of legal pad. She had written down prophetic words that she had for Christy. And so she had just folded them up, left them on the fireplace mantle. And when Christy was there getting the house ready for Granny, she went in, saw this, opened it up, and was reading it. And these were not scriptures. These were prophetic words that the cousin had received from the Lord for Christy. And when Christy read those, it really touched her heart. Like, oh my gosh, God sees me. God wants me. And there was a real calling. And so we realized that the whole ministry, her getting saved, and then, all the praying that she did, and then I'm getting saved, everything that you see at House of David and Kurt Landry Ministries really started with a yellow piece of paper and a prophetic word from the Lord that came from her cousin. And we thought, man, that is amazing. And then we started realizing that as Megan was interviewing us, that every major shift that we've had in our family and in our ministry has come with prophetic words. So I want to bring about a 30-minute teaching, and I want you to join us 7:30 Central. And it will be live streamed. So you'll be live streamed into House of David on the night of prophetic prayer ministry. We still will have prophetic prayer ministry in-house after the 30-minute teaching. We'll have a time of soaking like we do, but I wanted to be able to share with you to join us. If you're local, you definitely want to be in the house experiencing that atmosphere. I'm going to be releasing a mantle of the prophet in the house for you to be able to feel comfortable with the identity in the spiritual realm of saying, I can hear God and I can speak for God, that he can speak into me and through me. That is a key. I'll be releasing that blessing online, but also in the house. I just wanted to say hello from England. It's Ruby. Good to see you from the UK. It's great to see you. Wonderful. Anyway, if you're anywhere near and you want to come and join us on Friday night, I just wanted to let you know this is going to be a special night. We weren't even scheduled to be here. We were going to be out of town, but since we were in town, I called Pastor Tim. I said, listen, I'd like to do a real basic teaching on the prophetic, hearing God's voice, how to hear God's voice, and then how to speak it into others and how to activate it in your own life. I think the big takeaways from it is when you know God speaks to you, you feel peace. When you know God can speak through you, you can bring peace to others. But when you also know that what's your next step so that you can walk in confidence, you need to prophetically hear from him directly. That's going to happen Friday night. So anyway, if this has blessed you, please share, subscribe on our YouTube channel. Please subscribe. We're trying to get to 100,000. We're almost there. If you'll just subscribe, then you'll get a bell for things like this, and you'll be able to join us. But anyway, thank you so much. The title of my message is, Oh God, Talk to Me Now. That was the word the Lord gave me. He says, I want people that are saying, Oh God, talk to me now. If that's you, join us Friday night, 7:30 Central here at kurtlandry.com.